My friends, a video of this may or may not come out, no promises, but I started getting back into jump rope, right? Skipping rope, jump rope and whatever. And basically, one of the first things that I experienced was with that and with making YouTube videos was not knowing how good I would be at the start, right? Not knowing how hard and how weird it would be. And the hardest / weirdest thing about whether it was jump rope or whether it was like making these videos was whenever I would go outside, and just like this, when I'm filming this right now, believe it or not, there is a gentleman and his wife in the car right beside me, and they're looking at me and probably commenting about why I'm talking to a camera. Now, Daniel from 8 months ago might have been a little bit weirded out. He might have been like, you know what, I'm not going to film it here. I'm going to wait till the other car goes. I feel super judged right now. But in reality is, my friend, you get used to it. And it is such a cool feeling to like look at yourself and be like me, like myself, the guy who wouldn't go in the middle of a park and just start talking to the camera like this, because, you know, people are going to think I'm crazy. What if people just look at me funny, you know, but like, just like, wow, like, look at where you've come. And just really looking at, you know, the impact of people's judgments and perceptions of you, and really the effects that has on you and your behavior. Back with jump rope, I went out to a park and I was doing some jump rope and I was sucking at it, right? I haven't done jump rope for years, man. 7, 8, maybe even 9 years. And I'm doing it and I'm absolutely sucking. And I remember this really well. There was a mom with her like kid in a stroller, and she was going by, and she was doing the thing like where she's like walking past you, and then she's slowly turning her head to look at me just fail at jump rope. And I could just hear her thoughts. She's probably telling herself like, man, like I could jump better in high heels. Man, my 2-year-old could probably jump better with 2 eyes closed. Like I could just hear the berating, right? And basically, my friends, my message to you is, please do not let other people's judgment get in front of you from trying. I heard a super interesting quote today about a cage fighting, actually. This guy who was a renowned cage fighter, Chael Sonnen, said the scariest thing, one of the scariest things about fighting is not that you're getting in there and there's a chance you get knocked out, but arguably the scariest thing is it's in front of everybody. Is that for weeks and weeks in advance you say, I'm going to knock this guy out, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to finish him, I'm going to win, then I'm going for the title. You're making all these big claims and these big goals, and then to go there and lose in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people in attendance, and the millions watching at home, and then you got to hold your head down when everyone goes, what happened? Right? Or let's say, you know, you're an amateur at any sport and you go there and you fail in front of people. That hurts. That's tough. And it really is, my friend. It's one of the most brilliant things. Was this in a Rocky movie or was this Gary Vaynerchuk? I do not know. But someone was like, you know what? If I lose, if you learn anything from this podcast, listen to this. It said, if I lose, it is my loss, not yours. If I lose, it is my loss, not yours. Don't you dare feel bad for me. Dana, what the heck does that mean? I'll break it down for you. My friends, if I was to go play a game, any game, basketball, soccer, badminton, you name it, I do not hate losing. I have no problem with losing. I will take an L. My problem is dealing with the fans after the loss. My problem is the reaction of the people around me after the loss. It's how people look at you when you lose. That's the thing that messes with people. Or anyways, in my belief. It's one thing when you lose a fight, when you lose a game, when you lose whatever, but it's looking at all the other players in the game or all the other people sitting down in the stands. And then you got to deal with their reaction. You got to deal with them making fun of you for you losing and giving you pity and being like, oh, I'm so sorry you lost. You know what I mean? And I think there's just this powerful thing when you go, hey, my loss is my loss and I'm going to own it. It's not your loss. Don't give me pity. You don't got to make fun of me for it. Just let me do my thing. Right? Because you have to really think, you know, guys, what is worse? What is truly worse? Is it losing itself or is it everyone's reaction to how you lose? And you might say, well, Daniel, you know, I don't really care what people think. And to you, I would applaud. To you, I would absolutely applaud. But yeah, this is just this one thing that I could not stop thinking about. You know, being in front of people. When you do something and how much value you put in a stranger's judgment. First of all, why? You don't even know this person. Who cares? But okay, because see, the brain is so smart. No matter what age group I say, you're going to come up with an excuse. I'll say, like, dude, why do you care? He's like a 50-year-old stranger. Well, Daniel, he's probably experienced. He was probably a YouTuber or whatever back in his day, and he's judging you harshly. Like, I don't know. Right? What if she's younger? Oh, Daniel, she's attractive. She's looking at you. You know, she's interested in you, but you making a funny face on camera. Boom. You just ruined it for you. Like, like the brain just makes these logical and wrong and weird assumptions and conclusions that just puts you down the wrong path. So really, my friends, be careful when you're out there. Just think about, you know, why am I not doing this? Why am I so afraid to go in front of that person? And when you do, going back to things I've said much earlier, just do it. Just do it with respect to, first, you thought about it, you know why it scares you, and because you know that it scares you, now you have to do it. Do what scares you, my friends. Get out of your comfort zone. Go for it. Live. Because if not today, then what are the chances it'll happen tomorrow, or the day afterwards, or the week afterwards, or the year afterwards? And the moment you do, I guarantee you, the moment you do, you're going to say, man, I wish I did this a year earlier. Man, I wish I started vlogging in front of people a year earlier. Put yourself out there, my friends. Put yourself out there, because who cares what they say? Who cares if you look funny? At what point did you start putting more value in other people's opinion of you than in your own opinion of yourself?